Morning folks, welcome to another episode and welcome to our converted van MG5 long range. You're going to be with me for a week and I'm going to show you just how good this is for range and getting around the country. Please remember to check out our other videos and click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so you get notifications each time we upload another video. Okay, so we're fully loaded up. My destination is 122 miles away. It's 7:30. It says I'm going to get there at 10:30 because that is just London traffic in the M25, which is a nightmare. I will see you there. That's me just plugged in, and you can see there I've done 135.1 miles, an average 47 miles an hour and 3.6 miles per kilowatt hour, which I don't think is too bad considering it's fully loaded. I'm just here with this Nissan Leaf, which is due a major service. That's going to take me about an hour and a half. Hopefully I'll get a nice bit of charge whilst I'm here, and then I've got another job not too far down the road, which is another Nissan Leaf for a major service. So I'll see you after I finish this one. Okay, so that's the Nissan Leaf finished. This is my next job, 21 miles and 37 minutes. Going to be there at 1:15. My top up got me to 56% and I've got an available range of 124 miles, so plenty in the tank. All right folks, so I've just finished that Nissan Leaf there. That was another major service. Fantastic. It's done minimal mileage, 19,000 miles since brand new, so nice and easy, nothing too much to worry about. I'll just come around and show you where we're at in the car. So far 156.7 miles, 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour. Forget the average speed, I've left the ignition on the whole time I've been working. So I'll see you back at Rugby on the GridServe superchargers. See you in a bit, bye. Okay folks, that's us. So far 262.4 miles. I've got here with 4% remaining and no miles. Average 4 miles per kilowatt hour. Not the best conditions driving home. I'm here, I'm going to plug in. Let's see how fast it charges. I've charged that up to 80% and that took about 37 minutes, so pretty good. Okay, that is it from me. I'm heading home now, back down to South London tomorrow, very similar to today, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Morning folks, and today is Tuesday. I am on my way to a place called Stony Stratford, which is sort of just north of Milton Keynes, 46 miles away. It's going to take me an hour and 10 minutes. Got a Renault Kangoo van for a major service. Available range at 100% stated charge is 285 miles. We've travelled 276.1 at the moment, and that is at 4 miles per kilowatt hour, so not bad. Right, let's get going because we're heading down to South London after that, so I'll see you there. So that's me in Stony Stratford. I've got that there van to service. That's a major service, Renault Kangoo long wheelbase. So we have done 43.3 miles, average 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour, and we've got 81% with an available 230 miles. And so far we've done 319.5 miles since yesterday morning, and average 4 miles per kilowatt hour. So pretty good. All right, I'm going to get your service done and we'll get on the road down to South London. All right folks, that's that major service done on the Renault Kangoo. I'm now heading down to Croydon, which is 85 miles from where I am and all the way around the M25. I've got available range of 196 miles and 75%, and so far we've averaged 4 miles per kilowatt hour and done 334.3 miles. So pretty good. All right, I'll see you in Croydon. that is me in Croydon. I've got to say that was one of the worst journeys I could have made. Traffic all around the Dartford crossing, just normal London. If I show you the dashboard there, so we're on 418.5. We started on 276, which I think is about 142 today, and we've got 35% remaining and 75 miles at the bottom, which is about right. I think that's going to work out to about 220-ish. I've got that Model 3 just there to service. That's for a major service and a brake lubrication, so it's going to take me a good few hours. I'll probably be here till about 5 o'clock. Hopefully I can use the Chappie's Zappy, which is just there, and that'll top me up nicely, and that'll get me all the way home. So right, I'm going to crack on. I'll see you in a little while. All right folks, so that Model 3 that was here is now gone. He's gone for a test drive. Just sorted out a rattle on the dashboard. And now I am heading to Rugby to get a top up. 2 hours and 47 minutes to do 129 miles. London traffic. If you look there, I've done a quick top up here for the time I've been on the job, so I'm at 55% now of 128 miles, and I've got 129 miles to go. Let's see how that works out, shall we? So my journey home didn't go quite according to plan. I'll just show you. I am here at Instavolt at Stroud Park in Banbury, charging at 70 kilowatts at the moment, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, this isn't where I wanted to be. I wanted to be at Grid Surfing Rugby, but there was an accident. So that brings me here. So that last leg was 105 miles. We averaged 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. There was accidents and things like that on the M25, which really hindered everything. And then if I go down, you can see that so far we've done 524.3 miles and 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. I am still about 40 miles away from my house, so I'm going to leave it on charge here for a bit, and then I'm going to go and get myself a coffee. So I will see you guys at home in the morning. See you later. Morning folks, and welcome to another very miserable day. It's raining really heavily, so not perfect conditions for me. I'll just show you there where I'm off to now. 142 miles, 3 hours and 3 minutes, and yet again there's an accident, because there always is. If we look how far we've travelled, 569.8 miles, 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. So yeah, it's doing a good heavy week, and today's going to be no different. So the mileage is clocking up. If you look at the bottom left, you can see 227 miles available range, and that's with the heater on and just normal driving. So this thing really is doing well for range, really well. Right, let's get moving. I'll see you guys in Kent. Well, that was a journey. That just there, that EMV 200 is what I'm here to service. As you can see, it's raining, which is fantastic. 141.5 miles travelled. I've got 35% remaining. 30% generally works out at about 70 miles, so yeah, that's about right. So right, I'm going to crack on. I'm going to get wet, and I'll see you in a few hours. Alright folks, so that's this Nissan EMV 200 done. Rear brakes completely seized up, had to hammer them out really quite bad, but apart from that, nothing really much to tell you. No charger here, so granny lead only, so I've got no top up. I'm doing about 37 miles further south now. I've got a minor service on a Nissan Leaf, and then I'll be heading home. So rubbish day, rubbish weather, rubbish, everything's rubbish. Anyway, I'm gonna get all my tools away and I'm gonna head down the road, and I'll probably see you there. Okay, I'm now on my way home. I didn't get my camera out on that last job because the weather was just horrific, but it was a 24 kilowatt hour Nissan Leaf with a minor service. Took me about an hour. Nothing really to worry about, so that's good. My destination home is 166 miles. It's going to take me 3 hours and 22 minutes. I'm going to get there at 7:15, which is just horrific. I've actually got 155 miles range, so that is going to be close to the bone. I think I could probably eke a little bit more out of it than that, but we will see. This MG really does churn up the miles, So far it's been a nice easy week, although very long, but this MG5 is making it a lot more bearable. So right, I will see you guys in the morning. I'll give you an update on my mileage and everything. So see you then. Take care. Bye bye. Morning folks, and today is Friday. You may notice that Thursday's missing, and that's because I had to take a day off whilst I waited the results of a PCR test, which came back negative, I'm pleased to say, and that means now I'm a day behind, but I've got a long one. We're going to Sunderland today, so if I just show you the distance here. So that's my journey, 190 miles, going to get there at 9:10. I won't need to charge, but I will be quite low when I get there. Right now I'm heading to McDonald's to get a flat white, and that's gonna take me up to northeast England. So I will see you guys in Sunderland. See you there. All right, welcome back. I am in Sunderland. I'm at McDonald's on a 50 kilowatt Instavolt. We've done 183.3 miles and 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour. You can see there it's on 12%. That's literally what we plugged in at, with 22 miles remaining. So probably just going to give us a tad over 200 on a full charge at the speeds I was driving, which is okay. If I flick through and show you what we've done so far, we've done exactly 1100 miles and averaged 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour. That's not bad for 4 days work so far, and we've still got to get home. So my first job is a major service on a BMW i3 Rex. That's including the range extender, but just now I've got 40 minutes before I'm due there, so I'm going to run in, get a flat white, use the loo, and this will give me a bit of time to top up. So I'll see you at my first job. Morning, and you may realise that I am not in Sunderland, and that is because my GoPro packed up mid-flow, middle of the day, and it's now Monday morning and I'm outside my house. So I'm going to carry on from here. I'm just going to give you a quick update on the range and what mileage we've done. We've done 1,317 miles since I tripped it, 4,129 in total, and available range of 229. Today I'm going to service a Tesla Model S down in Stansted, and then from Stansted I've got a job just off the M25, and then that will be me home. So probably a couple of 100 miles today. So right, I'll see you there. All right folks, that's me here in Stansted. I've got this Tesla Model S 75D. This one, beautiful car. Not really much that goes wrong with these. They are absolutely fantastic. And probably the car that I should have kept. I'll be here for about an hour and 15 minutes. The car is just under 50% and has done 106 miles. So pretty good so far. From here, going down to South London somewhere south of the M25. So see you there. Okay, so I made a bit of a boo-boo. I left the ignition turned on so I could listen to the radio, and left the heater going before the doors open. So I'm now down to 48% and 100 miles, but that's okay, because if I look there, bit of congestion, dismiss. I've got 54 miles to go and 1 hour and 14 minutes, and that is for a Nissan Leaf for a major service. So I'm going to be there about an hour and 15 minutes early, because he's not booked until 2, so that's all good. So I will see you there. Okay folks, I am in Sevenoaks. I'm plugged into that pod point there, which is really good, and you can see it going in the front of the MG. I've got this Nissan Leaf here, which is for a major service. That's going to take me about 2 hours, just starting that, and I'll just come around and show you what we're on the car. My last journey from Stansted to here was 53.3 miles, and we've averaged 4 miles per kilowatt hour. That's good. We're on 23% now. I've literally just plugged in, so that's what I arrived with 54 miles available range. And so far, the car's done 1,475 of an average of 3.7. So pretty good. I'll be here now for a couple of hours while I service that Leaf, and then that's it. I'll be on my way home. So I'll see you there. That's that service done on that Nissan Leaf. Major service, all went according to plan, no issues at all. I've topped up here and I'm up to 50% with an available 123 miles range. So that is pretty good. Now my journey is 126 miles to Rugby. What's a little bit frustrating is I'm not going to get to Rugby until 6:45, and it's 126 miles, and I've got an available 123, so I might have to ticket it back at about 65, but that'll work okay. But 2 hours and 49 minutes, how frustrating. Anyway, I'll see you there. Okay, that was a bit close to the bone, so let me show you the figures. From 50% state of charge, I've done 125.1 miles. I've got here with 2% and I did 4.6 miles per kilowatt hour. Admittedly, I did pull my driving back to 65 miles an hour just to make sure I got here. That's probably a little bit too close even for my liking. I don't mind getting it low, but I like to get here with at least 3 or 4%. When I see 2, then, you know, I start to worry. The good news is I'm here, I'm going to rapid charge it, and it's going to rapid charge very, very quickly. So let's... 250 miles from 100% is doable at a push, but I still think the realistic range of this at 70 is 220 miles loaded. But just to show you, we've done 1600 miles so far, average 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour, and then that was my last journey up at 125.1 miles and 4.6 miles per kilowatt hour. 3.5 hours though. Traffic was horrendous. So yeah, that's it. We're off to Manchester with it tomorrow, so I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, and today is Tuesday and we are off to Manchester. I've got 3 jobs up there today. A little bit of an easier day, I'd say, from my home up to my first job. It's only 98 miles. It's going to get us there at 11 o'clock. We're running a little bit late today because we had to take Florence to school. We're at 100% state of charge, 1,614 miles covered at 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour. But that is my available range, 323. Now, I'm not sure how it's working that out, but that is not going to happen. But it's nice to see, and that's probably because my last journey was a bit of an eco drive, so it's working it out based on my 4.8 miles per kilowatt hour I managed yesterday at the end of play. Alright folks, so I'm in Manchester. I've just finished that Nissan Leaf over there, 11,000 miles, minor service, nothing wrong with it, all in good condition. Just put him a set of wiper blades on the front. Just want to show you this. So far, 1,000, oh, let's cover that up. So far, 1,712 miles, 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour. If you see there, I'm at 59%. I've just driven here, it was 106 miles. So I've done 106 miles on 40%. Pretty good. Well impressed by that. Right now, I'm heading over to Warrington, which is 18 miles away. I've got a Nissan Leaf for a major service, so I'll see you there. Right folks, that's all done. That's had a set of wiper blades, reduction gear oil change and a block washer jet. Major service, about 70,000 miles, all in really good condition, all the brakes lubed. My next job is 24 miles and 49 minutes away. That's a Tesla Model 3, which I've got to do some wiring on the rear power trunk. Currently 113 miles and 48% remaining, so let's see how we get on. I still haven't charged, so it's doing well. So my next job, I've just having a bit of dinner while I'm waiting for this Model 3 to power down. Now what I'm actually doing to it is I fitted a power trunk on this, or probably about 6 or 7 months ago, and the wiring which goes there, and it's this pickup feed for the module which is in the back, needs to be rewired to a position in the front. This was wired as Hancho has asked. They've since changed the position of that and asked us to move it, so probably going to take me about 45 minutes. I'm just waiting for the car to power down so I can disconnect the battery, and then I'll chuck that in, and then that's it. I'll be on my way home. Let's show you the car. So my last journey there was 24.2 miles, 4.8 miles per kilowatt hour. We've got 93 miles remaining at 39%. Still haven't charged. I'm not going to charge. I'll charge on the way home, but that's doing all right. I think we've done about 140-ish miles so far. I'll work it out properly anyway. But yeah, doing okay. So next time I see you, I'll be at a charger, so I'll see you there. I have just arrived at a grid server unit. We are at Stafford, I think. I've got one more day to go, and tomorrow, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but unfortunately for the range, I'm really local. I'm working in Leicester and Dudley. I kind of want to get it over 2,000 miles for the whole trip, because that's a nice round number. So if it doesn't quite work out, I'll just drive it a little bit more just to get it going, and then I'm off on holiday for a few days. So far so good, but anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Hi folks, okay, so I'm shouting because I'm on a bit of a building site. Just serviced this. I've just serviced this Kia e-Niro, 30,000 miles, brake lubrication, 5.2 miles per kilowatt hour average over the whole time. Phenomenal. One of the most economical EVs you can get, and absolutely nothing wrong with it. So from here, I'm going to Dudley, which is 58 miles, 1 hour, 27 minutes, and he's booked in at 2, so that's going to work out well. Car, I've done 14.2 miles on 5% and 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. I did the same thing where I left the ignition on and the heater running for a bit, so if you look at the average speed of 8 miles an hour, that's probably going to explain that. So that's it. I'm going to travel from here and go and service a Nissan Leaf, so I'll see you there. Alright folks, so this is my second job of the day, which I've now finished. It's taken a little bit longer than I wanted. I got caught out a little bit with the front discs. I always strip the near side front first, so I stripped that, then went to the near side rear, then came to the offside front, and the disc was scrap, so I ended up going the other side and having to put new discs and pads on the front. I'll just show you actually the disc in question. So you can see this is really common on the Leaf. Always the inside edge that gets it, and a lot of the time it goes unnoticed because it's on the inside edge. But in fairness, this may pass an MOT on brake effort, but it definitely get an advisory, and it's just not good skills. So that's that. Let me take you up to the car, show you where we're at. I've not charged. I could have charged. The guy's got a pod point just there, which would have worked fine. If we look inside, we can see we've got 65% state of charge, 158 miles remaining, and the car is up to 1,939 miles with 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour. And that's it so far. I'll see you at home. Okay, that is it. That's the end of my journey. I really appreciate if you've got this far and managed to stick with me. I'll just give you some figures for how the car's done. 1,986 miles, and we've averaged 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour. And I think that's pretty good for a vehicle that's loaded up. Just now we're seeing 112 miles with 46% remaining. I'll just show you my last journey, which was 4.1 miles per kilowatt hour and 46.2 miles. And you can see there, that took an hour and a half. Traffic was bad. But all in all, it's done well. It's done really, really well. I think that the real world mileage for this vehicle, with this battery pack, this is a long range MG5, loaded up, is about 220. If we were to take all the weight out and put it back to standard and put it in ideal conditions, I wouldn't be surprised if this could top over 250 miles. But with it loaded and doing 220, I think that's probably a worst case scenario. So yeah, we're very, very impressed by it so far. It's doing what it needs to do, and it's doing it well. One of the other things that I thought I might mention is the way that it carries the weight. Even though all the weight is behind me, I have got some discs under the frunk. I've made a little putter box in there, and it's got some brake discs and pads in there. I've just done that to level out the weight, but it seems to hold it really well. It even handles okay. You can feel that it's heavy, but it's still a very, very comfortable drive. So yes, I'm very, very impressed by it, and I've got no regrets for buying it and making it a service vehicle for the company. So yeah, well impressed. I'm going to leave it there, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you for following me if you've got this far through the video. It's appreciated. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter @KatePhantom, and I'll see you in another episode. So bye for now.